Mr. Stone, do you think that Mueller will end his investigation without getting enough dirt on Trump to try to remove him from office?
Well, I still think the focus of the Mueller investigation is to undo the results of the 2016 election. It's not about Paul Manafort or Roger Stone or Jerry Corsi or anyone else. It's about removing the president. I find it troubling that Mr. Mueller, interviewed for the job of FBI director, was passed over and the very next day was appointed special counsel in an investigation of the president. How this comes out, we still don't know.
Isn't it it seems ridiculous that the Russia probe's even, the very premise of the Russia probe, it's based off of the server being hacked, yes, right? But the DNC allegedly destroyed its server.
And it's unproven. So Mr. Mueller brought an indictment against 17 Russian intelligence agents, knowing that that will never go to trial. I read a terrific article in The Nation magazine in which Bill Binney and Ray McGovern, two anti-terrorist IT experts, formerly with the CIA, write that the forensic evidence, including the download speed times, indicate that the purloined material from the DNC was downloaded to a portable drive and taken out the back door, meaning there was never any hack whatsoever. Right. That's what I believe today. I did not believe that at the time, but I have been educated.
Well, at the same time, media, if you talk about the people who could have allegedly breached the data, like Seth Witch or the Alwan brothers, you're castigated as conspiracy theorists. Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that Mueller should be looking into maybe it being an inside job from the DNC?
Well, I find it interesting that Seth Rich's parents have changed their tune. We're told that it was a robbery, but his watch and his ring and his jewelry and his credit cards and his cash are all intact. No, and it's still an unresolved murder, an unsolved murder. I think it's outrageous that you even raise these perfectly reasonable questions. They're not assertions. They're questions in the mainstream media while you can't even talk about it.
Exactly. What do you think the Russia probe is going to end? It's been like 560 plus days and there's no evidence of Russian collusion.
The Mueller probe will only end when the president ends it. Otherwise, it'll go all the way through the end of 2020.
How can the president, how can that happen?
Matt Whitaker, the acting attorney general, certainly has the power to limit the current inquiry into areas of the specific mandate, Russian collusion. They have produced none. There is none to produce. And of course, the president still has the authority to just dismiss Mr. Mueller, who has spent almost 2 years and $30 million and come up with nothing.
Any American that's really been paying attention to the Russia probe from the beginning can see that the real collusion's on the Democratic side. You see Hillary Clinton's, and even how they obtained the FISA war through Christopher Steele.
Absolutely.
But there's no accountability.
Well, because the Russian collusion narrative is designed to distract from a much larger political crime, and that is the use of illicit and illegal FISA warrants to spy on Donald Trump's campaign, and the use of the FBI to infiltrate Donald Trump's campaign in order to plant evidence of faux Russian collusion. This was the insurance policy that Peter Strzok's emails were talking about.
Clearly, will we see accountability for all of the people, the top-ranking FBI officials who just...
That is all in the hands of one man, Donald J. Trump.